Hey, this is Father James Misko, pastor of St. Louis Church and School, and I'm with
Father Doug Jeffers.
And we're here with another episode of Coffee with the Callers on this 22nd day of December. We're coming right up to the edge of it, Father.
Getting very close, getting very close.
Very good. So this is going to be your first Christmas at St. Louis. Are you stoked
That's right.
or what?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I've been enjoying my time here, and this is my first Christmas at St. Louis, my first Christmas as a priest, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So what we thought we'd talk to you about this morning is just a few of the homily ideas that we have kind of rattling around in our minds as we prepare for this feast of Christmas. Mm-hmm. And so, Padre, what are some of the things that you're thinking about as you prepare your homily for the weekend?
Well, I'm thinking about this one line that's in the preface prayer for one of the prefaces for Christmas, and it says that as in Christ we see God made visible, we are caught up in the love for things invisible. And I thought this is beautiful what Christmas is about. God stepping into our world in order to bring us into His world. It's a beautiful exchange that goes on. Or as I think one of the fathers said, God became man so that man could become God.
I think that was Saint Athanasius, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, that's cool. That's a neat idea. I love that idea. I might steal that for my homily. So if you hear me talking about that, just know that we talked about it first on Coffee with the Callers.
Right. You heard it here first.
That's awesome. My homily, I might be thinking about this sort of thing. It comes from the idea of Pope Benedict XVI. Mm-hmm. Of course, I think he's the greatest theologian of, say, the last 30 years in our church. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I like about Christmas is that the God who is beyond all that is, the God who is immeasurable, the God who is infinite, comes down into our midst as a finite being. Mm-hmm. And even at that, he comes as a defenseless baby. Mm-hmm. What do babies need? Well, they need to be fed. Yeah. They need to be taken care of. They need to be protected. So the God who is our protector, the God who feeds us, the God who cares for us, comes to us as a baby who needs to be fed, who needs to be cared for. I think that's an interesting perspective. And it reminds me of this beautiful line from Mother Dolores Hart. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know the story of Mother Dolores Hart, but she was a 1950s movie star in Los Angeles who ended up becoming a Carmelite nun. Mm-hmm. And one of the lines she said, which I think is hilarious, she says, "God is quite a gentleman." Yeah. And this is what I think about at Christmas time. Mm-hmm. God, who is all-powerful, comes to us as a baby who has no power at all. Mm-hmm. God, who has every word, who is the Word, comes to us as a baby who cannot even speak words. So it's almost as if God is just, he's such a gentleman to come into our midst in this innocent way. So for me, I think that's a beautiful image to think about as we prepare for the Christmas holiday. So Father Doug, your first Christmas at St. Louis, I think you're going to find it quite beautiful. The music is going to be amazing, and I don't know if you know this or not, but we've got 15 trees that are going to be put up in St. Louis.
It's a significant number. It is. A little forest of Christmas trees.
Exactly. 4 in the chapel, 4 in the narthex, and 7, a perfect number, in the main church. So I'm looking forward to seeing what your face looks like when you see these trees.
I will be very impressed. That's remarkable.
That's great. Well, as you know, this Christmas is a little bit complicated because it falls on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what that means for the people of God, Padre.
Well, we have 2 days then right next to each other on which we have the opportunity to worship God at Mass on the 4th Sunday of Advent, which we'll begin to celebrate on Saturday evening and then going into Sunday morning. And then, of course, Sunday evening we'll begin to celebrate the Feast of Christmas, and we'll have the Masses for Christmas Eve, and of course the Masses on Christmas Day as well.
All right, so if someone were to walk up to you and they say, "Father Doug, can't I just go to one of those Masses and it fulfills my obligation for both?" What would the correct answer be?
Correct answer would be no. We should come to Mass twice over these 2 days.
Very good. So don't forget, we got Vigil Masses on Saturday the 23rd, Masses on Sunday morning the 24th, and of course the Vigil Masses for Christmas on the 24th, and then Mass on Christmas Day on the 25th. Mm-hmm. So we look forward to seeing you here at St. Louis, and if we don't get a chance to talk to you personally, on behalf of Father Alberto, our other brother in the ministry here at St. Louis, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.